I feel like a piece of shit. The worst day I've had in 6 months. You have to say no to everything until this book launch is done. I was having a really bad day, and it happened to be my birthday and a vlog day.
So what's on deck for today?
Hair and makeup, and then, I'll go to LA. I'm feeling awful because I have this book launch that I took over a few weeks prior, and it's so quickly grown in scope past anything that's like manageable for one person. Oh, fuck. How did he get in here? This is like a fucking... Don't tell Alex I hit that.
Lisa Bilyeu, bigger pockets. Anything else you looking forward to?
I just want to work. I'm like so stressed. I mean, it's not like I'm not looking forward. They're like great podcasts and they're great hosts. I just more like would like to just dedicate my time to making sure this stuff doesn't explode. Yasmin, I asked that Emily add you to the call with because I would love you to cross-train on the system. I'm not home, so things are less convenient. And that it's Alex's book launch, and I would literally fucking hate myself if I let anything happen to his book launch. But I also don't know. I'm literally like on the treadmill calling like 3 people. Like, can you tell me if this like sounds legal? And can you tell me if this is PCI compliant? So I'm doing things I don't know how to do. Feel like I'm on the verge of crying because I'm overwhelmed, which I'm not like a crier because we're not a team that launches books. Like we have a media department and then we have our portfolio team. We don't have extra people. I need to communicate it to the team really quick.
Oh no, they're more important.
Acting stressed at somebody else doesn't help at all. Like earlier today, that person had talked to Alex, but it's like, I'm doing all that. You need to tell everyone to come to me. And I just said it rudely. And he was like, I would never want to piss you off. And I was like, fuck, I'm sorry. I just felt like shit. I immediately said, I'm sorry that I was snappy and you don't deserve for me to talk to you like that. Like, I'm just stressed because I feel like a lot of stuff's going on. In that day specifically, like he had a lot going on and it was going really well for him. And I didn't feel like I wanted to be like, I'm having a fucking awful day, like the worst day I've had in like 6 months. Because I just felt like I don't want to steal his joy from his great day. Like I don't want to be that partner for him. I've always wanted to be supportive. I've always wanted to make his life better and easier.
Sweet. Tell me there.
I think it's because he's going to report to me, so. We had also planned to be gone for like a summer trip. Like, I don't know if you've ever gone on a vacation when you're wanting to just work, but it feels worse. And then I'm also leading this book launch, which very quickly has become like a technical and financial nightmare. Just like a little more, like not too caked on by any means, like more natural, but. No, what's up?
Standards, you know,
What do you want it to be like?
run of the mill.
I think that's fine. And so like the day that I'm trying to figure out this book launch, I just happen to have also 2 podcasts that we have to drive like 2.5 hours to and from, and I have hair and makeup because you're like, I'm here, but I can't enjoy anything because my head is elsewhere. Like exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. The girls are just funny. I sent them the picture and she just keeps messaging immediately. I feel like these ladies, they're these like 2 bad bitches that just always have my back. Like we're ready to like go into war together. It's like they've got me. That's such a good feeling because I think they're like my support system. When you are the one that supports the whole organization, you need some people who are constantly there to like have your back and support you. It's invaluable.
We good? I'm ready. I've been waiting.
Oh my God. Yes, so Alex, do you have an idea of what that might look like?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
I've actually intentionally wanted to get on more female podcasts because I feel like it helps me diversify my content. We met when Alex did Tom Bilyeu's podcast a year ago. I'll let you guys know as soon as I hear. She's a really cool chick, and I did the podcast because I felt like there's no way we're not gonna have a good interview. Yeah.
So fucking out to do this.
Oh, good, yay, I'm glad.
Let's do this.
So sweet. You don't get rid of anxiety, that's just part of life, but it feels, you can at least create a positive association with it if it moves you forward. And so I looked at it in that way, which is like, I'm gonna feel like shit no matter what. I feel like shit now, I feel like shit changing. At least one of them moves me toward a life that maybe one day doesn't feel so bad. Thank you so much for everything.
Your interview was freaking
Oh,
awesome. Cannot wait to share with everyone.
thank you.
Honestly.
You know what's weird is sometimes I feel like it was a bad interview. because they ask me questions that nobody else has asked me, and I probably haven't thought about them, or I'm not as articulate around those questions. But then people like that, I think, because it's newer content. I think all that matters is the interviewer. I think two things, which is like, did they prepare? Do they really know who that they're interviewing? And are they genuinely interested in the person they're interviewing? Yeah, I think walking into the podcast, I just felt, it's funny, the whole car ride there, I was like dreading it because I was like, I wanted to be really excited and like well rested and stoked for this, and I was like exhausted. Like, I feel like a piece of shit. I'm human. I'm just like everybody else. And so there's days when I don't want to be on camera because I don't feel like myself. I don't feel great. And I'm nervous of what people are going to think when they see that captured. But I want other people to see how I act when I'm having a bad day.
And he's like, I think you will have a more compelling shot at doing that after the event.
Yeah. I never want someone to see me on the street and think that I look or act differently than I do on camera. I think that's why I want to make content like this. It's because I want it to be congruent.
He's not necessarily like I don't think he insulted you or anything, but it's like I think that's a traditional amount that doesn't seem unreasonable.
Fuck, that's insane.
No, I know.
There was a company that wanted us to invest, and they reached out to us. When we got into a conversation with them, it was clear to me that they hadn't had these conversations before, because when someone's never tried to negotiate a deal before, usually what they do is they try to make you feel like shit so that they can get a better number for themselves.
This is the struggle, PC.
When we were talking with PC, Patrick Campbell, I think I really wanted to call him because I wanted him to say what I was already saying to Alex, which was like, I don't think this should work.
It sounds like this doesn't fit your and Layla's current thesis.
I think that true partners build each other up, and if we start a relationship, tearing each other down, like what's the rest of this gonna look like? You have to say no to everything until this book launch is done. And so I was feeling very overwhelmed. I just think it was the compilation of like having so many things going on, and I still get stressed knowing that there's a camera there. A lot of people, when they're really stressed, feel like if they talk about it, they'll feel better. I've just found that it actually doesn't help me because I'm usually feeling emotional. Within an hour or two, it passes. And so when I'm feeling stressed throughout the day, and I know that my business partner and my husband has a lot going on, it's selfish for me to take away from him working on long-term objectives because of my short-term emotion. There's good days, and there are days like today. Let this arrangement serve as a reminder that you are badass, and don't forget it. We love you. Yaz and Davina, you're true #1 fans. My assistants are like why I can do anything. They're why I function and why I'm alive. No, seriously, like I don't know how I would get things done without them. I just don't feel like doing anything. There's like an illusion for people because there's so much content out there that like I do a lot of time dedicated to content, but like to do 2 podcasts in a month is a lot for me. I don't even do that many. And so to have 2 in a day on a day that I really wanted to work, it was just annoying that I had that thought in the back of my head. If it happens, that would be a great birthday present. That's all I want. I'd done a bunch of meetings, just still like not feeling like myself. And so I was worried that I wasn't gonna sound good on the interview. So, I mean, it was a very good conversation.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I am super excited. I was trying not to think about how I was feeling. When I first got into business, I felt anxious all the time. Oh wait, fuck, that's what I need to do. Hold on. I just need to make sure they got my Slack. And I think very successful, but anxious. A lot of the people that I look up to just seemed like robots, and I think I acted like a robot. I've gotten to meet those people. I've gotten to see what their lives are like, and I've gotten to see that they're human just like me. And they have bad days, and they have days where they're pissed off, and when they don't say things that are perfect, and maybe they don't act in accordance with how everyone thinks they act. And I don't think any less of them. I just think they're fucking human.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Hey there. Nice to meet you guys.
What was holding you back at the very beginning versus what's holding you back now?
In the beginning, I think you lack opportunity because you have no track record, you have no brand. And I think as time goes on and you gain all of those things, there are constantly opportunities coming at you, and it's like, gosh, which ones do I pick when they're all actually good? I actually ended that day feeling good because I was proud of myself for showing up anyways. It's a great day. And I was proud of myself for treating people well that day. I was proud of myself for keeping my commitments and my promises to myself.
What is this?
A lot of good can come from bad days. So in hindsight, it was actually kind of a good day.